Hey guys, hope you're all well. Just thought I'd give you some feedback on the hackathon that is in the final week. It's actually the adjudication week, and it's the hackathon that we did at ITMO University in St. Petersburg. It really went off well. We had amazing teams, really smart developers, a lot of fun, and some great templates that were submitted. And those are getting judged this week, and then we'll select the best templates for the prizes. And you'll be able to see all of those templates in the Ford marketplace. So that's really exciting. And just to recap on the actual process of the hackathon, it was a 3-week hack. The first week was the conceptualization and helping them go through finding a business use case. And I'll go through a bit of that with you now so that you get a bit of an understanding. And then the second week was the actual technicalities of a smart contract, how it fits together. And then the third week was putting together the front-end template and getting the developers to understand that process so they can use this process in Ford Factory as a repeatable process and then create templates which they can sell on to an audience. So remember, that's what we're trying to achieve here, is to create market-ready, very easy-to-use drag-and-drop templates that a non-technical person can actually come in and integrate and use Web3 without really knowing much about blockchain and the technicalities at all. So let's have a look at some of the things. And the most important thing is what we get as an output. And the output is a Ford template that sits in the marketplace. So what actually is a template? And this information is in our Git book. It was shared with the developers, and it's a resource that can be used by people that actually want to come in and use this process. So Ford template is a customizable framework designed to facilitate the creation of a decentralized application on various blockchain platforms without any code, with a no-code interface. So it basically lowers the barrier to entrance. And when we went through this concept with the developers, we had to help them understand a couple of things. Firstly, who's it aimed at? Secondly, what is the business use case that they're building this template for? How will they build it and allow deployers to easily customize it? So it's got to be fully customizable. And then where's this template going to be used? What sort of industry? And we went through an ideation process, which helped them develop this thought process and understand how they could fit this and where the market fit was. And the two green blocks you see here are actually the position in the process where they're currently looking at, which is the conceptualization and finding of a business template. And then we went through various templates, different use cases like meme coins, and getting them to understand like what a meme coin can be used for, how the tokenomics works, the features and ideas guidelines, how they put it together. And by the end of it, giving them some examples of competitors, who's in the industry, how we can, improve on that. And that was the same process we followed all the way through. So you can see here, we had the token extension templates, which are ERC20 extensions that can be used for meme coins, and the different categories like reward and loyalty points, token gated access, governance and voting, and then NFT interoperability. A big section, which we got some great submissions for, was betting, gambling, and lottery templates. And there are a lot of different ways you can look at this with peer-to-peer betting platforms and instant win scratch cards, slot machines, decentralized lottery systems, etc. And then having a look through some competitors and what was out there and helping them see how they could put something together with this, which is great. The next one was prediction markets. And this is quite a lot of fun because here you can actually integrate an API. So if you're going to predict with a friend, let's just say you spin up a template and you say, we're going to predict the weather tomorrow, and you've got a weather API plugged in, that'll actually determine who actually is the winner based on certain criteria that you set up in that particular template. And then obviously DeFi, which is a massive area within the crypto space, and things to think of when you're building a DeFi template, who would use it, how would they use it, why, is there competition? It is a competitive space, but there's still some gaps. And that's what we're trying to get the developers to understand, is that within this space, identify a problem, Once you've identified that problem, come up with a solution. And then from that solution, develop a smart contract, put a front-end template on it, and you've got a full stack solution which can be sold in the marketplace. And that's what I want to encourage you today, is that this opportunity is here for you, whether you're a developer or not. There are very, very smart developers that are looking for people with great ideas. So we have run a bit of a survey and a form in the group before. If you can't find it, reach out to one of the moderators. We're looking for people that have got great business ideas that we can match with developers. There's smart people that are looking to connect with you, with your great ideas. And you can form partnerships in the factory and develop these, and then also partner with affiliates, with influencers that can actually promote and amplify this message to their communities. And you can make some money out of this process as we go. So really exciting to have seen the process and how the hackathon developed. Super excited to see the final results. I'll share those with you next week, and just encourage you to get involved in the process and have some fun along the way. So thanks a lot. We'll chat soon. Cheers.